Welcome into Sports Broadcast Solutions presentation of the CSDHL playoffs. I'm Campbell Rico, joined alongside by Tommy Gilbert tonight, and boy, oh boy, do we have a good one for you. The Peoria Junior Mustangs are taking on the West Dundee Leafs, and as you see here, this is the third and final pool play game for these two teams. Both teams are 1-1 right now, trailing by 2 points Afton, so safe to believe Afton will probably be advancing, not official at this point. And here you can see the results from games that have happened today and this weekend. Leafs, you see, started off the weekend strong with a 5-1 win over the Timberwolves, and Peoria fell to Afton, as both teams did, but then was able to get a win as well. So both teams 1-1 in pool play heading into this one.
Yeah, Peoria and Afton, certainly the two maybe co-favorites to come out of this bracket. Afton, of course, with the emphatic thumping of the Mustangs yesterday evening by the final score of 5-1. Peoria finished in second out of the 14 Midget U18 Red 1 teams. They had 42 points. Afton just one spot behind them with 37 points. Timberwolves and Leafs finished 6th and 7th respectively. So not a huge upset by any means last night. The Americans beating the Mustangs. Perhaps the margin was a little surprising. Peoria came charging out of the gate this morning against the Timberwolves. Their league best defense shut out the Wolves, and the offense piled it on to the tune of 8-0. But with Afton's win over the Leafs, that may end up being too little too late. As we said, Afton would tentatively hold the tiebreaker over either the Leafs or Peoria, even if they lose tonight. Nothing is official until it's set by the tournament committee this evening. That is why we say tentatively. But it is expected, most likely, to be Afton and Rockford playing in what should be an outstanding championship game tomorrow. That said, you never know. Weird things can happen. And at any rate, we should have a great hockey game ahead of us tonight between the Leafs and Mustangs.
Yeah, just as you said, plenty on the line still for these teams. They want to end their season, if it does end here, on a high note. And boy, oh boy, if it's anything like the last game we just saw between Rockford and the Blackbirds, we're in for a treat. As Tommy said, Rockford has advanced to the championship in their pool, so they will take on the winner of this pool, which again looks to be Afton, but these two teams right at their heels. I'm excited for this one, I'll tell you what. And just looking at the regular season these teams had, 20 wins this year for Peoria, second in their division, 14 wins for West Dundee, 7th in their division. Let's see who's starting in net. Number 32, Colin Revy for Peoria. And it looks like number 57, Ryan Schmidt for West Dundee Leafs. As you hear the sticks start to rattle the glass here, and we're underway at Canlan Ice Rink in Romeoville, Illinois. Again, thank you for joining us on Sports Broadcast Solutions presentation of playoff hockey. Leafs have it in the offensive zone to start. Right in front of the net, can't make a play there. .92 able to keep it in, that's Jake Young, he has it, looks to the middle, has a man in front! Oh, an early chance, that was number 41, Luca Manzella. Early chance created by the Leafs. We'll pull it back. Wow, yeah, that was something right off the start. You can tell what the Leafs are trying to do, get men in front of the goal. Peoria Junior Mustangs are in the gray tops with the light blue. Leafs are in the black and royal jerseys. This one's covered by Rebby. And something to remember too, I mean, these teams, again, have been playing all weekend, played earlier today, There gotta be some tired legs out there. It's late in the night now. We're past 8 p.m. local time. We'll see how that comes into play.
Yeah, I think there's no question about that. Maybe slight advantage Leafs there because they did play Thursday before today's doubleheader instead of playing last night. But still, you're running on fumes by this point, that's for sure.
And there's another shot attempt by the Leafs to start this one. That was Dylan Stone who almost got a hold of that. And back the other way we go. First shot on goal for Peoria. And that's saved by Ryan Schmidt. As a penalty on the Leafs.
Yeah, I believe called for high sticking down there, Campbell, so it's an early power play for the Mustangs.
Number 52, that's Dylan Stone in the penalty box. Early power play indeed. Let's see what opportunities can be created. And this one's covered. First power play, looks like Von Jurgens is out there. Number 24, Logan Heimlich out there. Number 6, Logan Marshall. Number 22, Cruz Taylor. And at that faceoff was Quinn Andrews. That's how the junior Mustangs will roll to start this power play.
The Mustangs 18.2% on the power play this season, and for just above middle of the pack in the league. The Leafs for themselves have killed 83% of the power plays they've had against them.
And into the zone. Quinn Andrews finds a man in front. It's Heimlich who flips it back behind him. He had Cruz Taylor. And the Leafs able to clear. Big hit into the glass. Number 5, Cameron Strawn, saying welcome to this game. Quinn Andrews can't hold on, and we're clear once again as we tick under 30 seconds in this power play. Short-handed, what do we have here? Covered by Colin Rebbe. That was Lutz, Matthew Lutz, number 70, pushing it forward along with number 30, number 28, Vit Stromsky. Looks like Quinn Andrews and Matthew Lutz will take this face-off. 13:52 remaining in this first period. 25 more seconds on the power play for Peoria. Andrews into the zone, centers it. Number 21 back to the center, can't find a stick. There's Teeny, takes it around his own net. And that'll be a penalty kill for the Leafs. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Number 15, Landon Green, flies into the offensive zone. Tell you what, there's a lot of speed on the ice today. Big hit at the blue line. Brody Teeny laying the wood. One's a bit chippy to start. Schubert keeps it in for the Leafs. Unable to clear. Can they get a shot? No. Karam's off the glass and finally out of the zone. Von Jurgens looking to make something happen. 65 Daniel Day down there as well. Line change for Peoria. Niall Hassan back there on D, number 14. And now the Leafs finally gain possession, 32. Hunter Bivens. And they'll put it on net. This one saved by Rebbe. Looks like that was 83, Maximus Matsis, who put that one on net. Landon Green skates forward, shoots, and saved by Ryan Schmidt, and a good save too. Had to go down low for that one.
Yeah, not just on the goalies, but really on the entire blue line. This is a theme we can expect this evening, Campbell. This is the number 1 and number 5 ranked defenses out of the 14 teams in the league. So would not be shocking to see maybe a 2-1 battle tonight. Certainly defense heavy.
Yeah, you can tell already these defenses are good quality and they've come to play. They're hitting, protecting their nets. And there's an easy catch off the stick of Strawn, Cameron Strawn. Easy catch for Ryan Schmidt in goal. Pretty even game so far, 11 to go in this first period. Both teams feeling each other out. Cameron Strawn gets it once more. Haram's off the boards. And center ice, Hunter Bivens, high. Quinn Andrews has had the puck a lot so far, and he looks to center. A good pass, no one there. Teeny gets it eventually, and he's hit hard. Deep in that corner. A lot of talking going on here. Looks like the refs are going to stop it. It'll be a penalty on Hunter Bivens, number 32 of the Leafs. Don't think the Leafs bench is thrilled with that call, but it will be a penalty for Peoria.
Today's understatement award, Campbell Rico. Some choice words coming from below us, certainly.
You know what? The official, you know in the NBA how they do like the microphone and they explain what happened? He was about doing that to the bench. Second power play of the day so far for Peoria. See if the junior Mustangs can take advantage of this one. Heimlich has it up top. He finds Von Jurgens, who centers it, and it's in the net! The Mustangs take the lead! That'll be number 6, Logan Marshall, with that goal. Quick into that power play, about 10 seconds in, and they score.
It's a Peoria offense that has put up a lot of goals this year, 139 in the regular season, but only 18% on the power play. The special teams have not necessarily been their strength, and I'd imagine a pretty good relief to get one that quickly there.
Yeah, you're right. The first power play didn't, not too many chances. This one right away. And you could kind of tell how they were set up, looking confident as they entered that power play. We tick under 10 to go here in the first period. 1-0 Peoria leading West Dundee Leafs. Quinn Andrews. He's been making plays to start this one. Hit hard into the boards. Peoria keeps it out front. They challenge Schmidt in goal, and he's challenged again, kicks it away. Unable to clear, given a lot of chances to these junior Mustangs. This one's flipped out, but you don't want to let them just hang around the net like this.
No, I mean, that's a pretty easy way to find yourself down 2 goals early, not being able to clear the puck, having to play defense on tired legs, and just giving a really potent offense more and more shots at just chucking a puck in front of the net.
Trey Ingles now in for the face-off for the junior Mustangs. This one's flipped forward. Here's a chance. Dylan Stone unable to track it down, but they were close there on the break. And now into the junior Mustang zone, trying to center. It's a great look there. It's up to 71, Caden Schubert. Caroms off the boards, but kept in and fired towards the net high. Trey Ingles. Quick turnover. Can the Leafs take advantage? No. Flip towards the net. Yep. Leafs pressing hard, trying to keep it down here, trying to create a good chance. But this one gets away, and up goes the junior Mustangs. Big hit. Shot on goal, and a good save by Ryan Schmidt. These teams are fighting in the middle of the ice, battling for that puck, trying to get into their zone. 7 shots so far for Peoria, 3 for the Leafs. And you can tell that difference. Peoria is getting a little bit closer to goal, a little better look so far to start this one. Another big hit. That was Nash Jackson. And I think he'll be penalized for that one. Nash Jackson to the penalty box. First power play for the Leafs. It'll be Schubert out there. It'll be Bivens. Looks like Landon Conchio, Jake Young, and Luca Manzella to start this power play. Quick one out to Schubert. He fires on net.
Campbell Leafs power play, probably the most potent part of their offense, leading the league at 30% efficiency, second in the league with 15 goals with the extra man, 15 goals and 50 opportunities during the regular season.
Wow, that's impressive.
Peoria on the kill, close to 88%.
Clearly a strong power play for the Leafs. Let's see if they can settle in. Minute 30 remaining.
Yeah, certainly strength on strength. That 87.5% for Peoria ranks third in the league for penalty kill.
And Peoria's showing it. Taylor into the zone. I'll tell you what, we've seen a few shorthanded goals from other games today, so don't be surprised. Right in front of the net, back to Taylor. He can't get a stick on a good defense. But still, this is not what you want to be doing on your own power play. And there's a line change for the Leafs.
Almost a very prescient comment with that shorthanded goal.
It's a good attempt by the Leafs there, making Colin Rebbe work a little bit on this power play. 41 seconds remaining as he covered. Leafs fling it at net. This one gets close. Looked like it troubled Rebbe a little bit. Sattler now throws it down into the corner. Flips out back to the goal. There's a man out front. This one right on the line. Referee right there to rule no goal. That was close though. That was right on the line. Ref couldn't be in a better spot though for that. He saw it. And that'll be a penalty kill. We're back to 5-on-5.
Yeah, what'd you see from your vantage point up here, Campbell?
I'll tell you what, I thought it was trickling in. I really did. Some last-ditch defense work to get that off the line was huge. It looked close. Clearly the ref had better sight on it than I did, so he ruled it out. I think he made a good call.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he was out of position 50 feet away turning around. He was right on the goal line. And
first good chance for the Leafs today right there. Let's see if they can keep them coming. Again, Leafs in black uniforms trailing 1-0. Peoria in the gray and blue lead this one at this point with a goal that came from Logan Marshall. Fired up from top, that was number 5, Cameron Strawn. Tell you what, Peoria is getting behind the net and throwing a lot of passes like that right in front, giving guys great shots on goal. Clearly that's a strategy coming in, get behind the net, flick it out front. They're able to get to their spots so far. 4:13 remaining in this first period. I'm Campbell Rico, joined alongside by Tommy Gilbert on the Sports Broadcast Solutions Network. Thank you for joining us for this playoff hockey game. We appreciate our final game of the evening here from Romeoville.
Yeah, wrapping up what's really been a great and exciting day of hockey here across a few different levels here at Canlan Sports. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow. We'll have the championship games at all 3 levels that are being played here for you at 10, 12:15, and 2:30. And check out the Sports Broadcast Solutions YouTube channel for all the championship games playing across all 3 venues that we are covering tomorrow morning and early afternoon. Some great pre-Super Bowl food for you.
What else could you want pre-Super Bowl? This one back behind the net, right seemingly where Peoria wants it, but Leafs able to clear. And now into the zone. Tries a backhanded shot as players go down. This is a physical start to the game. That was Caden Schubert leading that break for the Leafs, but now back the other way goes Ingles on net, and a good stop by Ryan Schmidt. 2 stops there. That was 26. Grayson Engler fired from close range, but Schmidt again able to save, and this one some pushing and shoving down in that corner.
Yeah, definitely a physical start, as you said, Campbell, and a lot of times when you're looking at 2 teams that do pride themselves on their defense and 2 teams that are maybe in all likelihood out of contention to play tomorrow, despite the fact that they've both put up a pretty impressive win so far this weekend. Maybe a little bit of extra incentive to take out some of that physicality and frustration on the defensive side too.
It looks like we'll have a power play coming up for the Leafs. Looks like it's number 17, Frankie Hungerford, in the penalty box for Peoria. Good chance here with 3 minutes to go in the first period for the Leafs to get back in this one as they trail 1-0. Able to keep it in. Fired on net. Glove save for Colin Reby. Peoria up the ice, killing this power play so far. There's number 93, Brandon Petty, and he gets pushed into the glass, and then Peoria calling for a trip, nothing called, and it's flung on net by Busby and saved by Reby. It's been a long weekend of hockey. These teams are taking it out on each other a little bit today. Still 123 on this power play for the West Dundee Leafs. Manzella flicks it towards net, no one there. Hunter Bivens holding the puck, flicks it cross ice, and that's on net by number 71, but a good save. Bivens battling for it still. And now a breakaway going the other way. Peoria, oh, and it hits the post. That was Brandon Mazzaras. Mazzaras almost found the net, hit the post for a short-hander almost. Up and down this ice we go. 30 seconds remaining on the power play. Can the Leafs regroup and get at least one more attempt? That's flicked at the net, but covered by Reby. As we said earlier, both these teams come in 1-1 in pool play. 2 points earned so far. Trailing the leaders in their pool. But still plenty of pride and potential to play for. Colin Reby with another cover. Leafs getting pucks on net, nothing too challenging for Reby yet. And this one rattles off the boards, and that'll be the end. It's a penalty kill for Peoria. Looked up to Schubert. He's been involved early. Brandon Petty takes it across, but held up pretty quickly by this Peoria defense. It's really earning their status of how good they've been this year. Flick to the middle, but no one there. And we're under 20 seconds in this first period. Heimlich takes it. Can he get a shot off? Poked away at the last second by number 11, Griffin Pucci. And that'll do it for first period action. Peoria leading 1-0 over the Leafs. Stick around for the second period here on Sports Broadcast Solutions Network.
Before you know it, that's the last it. Before you know it, you're from the sun.
You call me daughter.
You call me brother.
You call us sister. Your family will make a difference in how America perceives and what America stands for. And we invite you to welcome and experience the life community economy time. For over 70 years, OSS USA has not changed from America to study in the UK and live with America for a school year, semester, or 60 months. Before you know it, you'll be a family of residents.
Home is more than a place. It's full of the people and moments that matter most. Providing for loved ones. Expanding their horizons. Celebrating the life you live. Choose the shine you become. So you can
Chippy first period, a few power plays for both teams. Game about even on shots, 11 shots so far for Peoria, 9 for the Leafs.
Campbell with that covering right there. It seems like a great time to give our little spiel about how the timing of the second period works in case we have new listeners, new viewers out there. The second period essentially has a halftime in it. The two traditional intermissions in this format are very short, just a couple minutes. The players stay on the ice on their benches. There is a longer break in the middle of the second period as we see a glove save. You know, when we were finishing up this spiel in the last game, it was a 3-second power play goal, and we very nearly had the same thing there. So we are leaving it as a 17-minute running clock on your interface. We think that is easier to view and know where you are in the game. What happens here at the arena is it's actually 8 minutes and 30 seconds that counts down. Then it's a hard stop at 8:30. And then there is a Zamboni that comes out to resurface the ice, and then they play the other 8:30 after the teams come back from the locker rooms.
Thanks, Tommy. Good breakdown. That was new to me, so I appreciate it. And we did miss a goal. And how in front of the net is Peoria? What a save by Schmidt. Quinn Andrews fired that one-timer. And it's getting chippier and chippier. Wow. Wow. The ref's getting in between players here. You can tell this is the end of a long tournament. A lot of hockey, and man, oh man, it's getting physical. Refs coming over to explain things to the Peoria coaches right now. They don't look thrilled. Heard of that's ridiculous. Long explanation to the scorekeeper as well.
Yeah, at one point there was a motion from one of the officials like somebody was going to be ejected, but so far we have not seen that. It is getting very chippy here in the early going of the second period, that's for sure.
Looks like we're going to get back underway, but I'll tell you what, these coaches of Peoria are hot right now with this call. Quinn Andrews is getting checked out by trainers, and he's been one of their stars to start this game. You for sure don't want to lose him for the rest of this one. We're back underway, 7:14 remaining in this second period. It's physical, it's chippy, it's what you expect from playoff hockey. That's Matthew Lutz trying to clear. Let's see if this one takes the form of a hockey game again. Now moving forward. That's 22, Cruz Taylor. Flips it back, Jurgens on net, and that's saved, Ryan Schmidt. Once again, more pushing, more shoving. Schmidt getting involved. Multiple players getting involved. This one, refs need to get control of this one, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, this may get uglier before it gets better, and or we're going to see a few people tossed out of this game, Campbell, I think.
Yeah.
And I do think that's what's going to happen this time.
And it looks like Quinn Andrews is back up on the bench at least. Unclear if he's going to come back in this game or not. All right, now we've got some people heading to the penalty box. 2 in the box for the Leafs. And 2 head there for Peoria as well. Refs really doing what they can to get a hold of this game. Very choppy second period. A lot of stoppages. Refs trying to get a handle on this. Three in the penalty box for the Leafs. 2 for Peoria right now. These benches aren't happy with each other.
No, they're not. There's back and forth between the coaches. There's back and forth between the players in the penalty box. There's back and forth between the players across the boxes. We have 2 of the officials right now over at the Peoria bench and 2 out chatting with the Leafs players near their end of the ice. Right now, 3 Leafs in the box. We have a 2-minute minor that is currently being charged to number 57 on the board. There is no 57 in the penalty box. However, We may have a power play here. It looks like
It'll
we'll
be
have a power play for
power
Peoria.
play, yep. Yeah, Peoria 5-on-4 after all of that. And back to Ryan Schmidt. This is what started the whole thing. Shots on him. He's feeling like he's getting hit a little bit after those shots, getting prodded. Ref's still trying to get a handle on this one. We still have 6 minutes to go in the second period. In the first half of the second period. All right, all this choppiness. Let's see which team can kind of get a handle on this game now that we're actually playing hockey. Another puck on net. This one's deflected right in front of Ryan Schmidt. And clear by the Leafs. Minute 30 to go in the power play. Looks like it'll be an offside stoppage. Hard to say exactly which team has a foothold in this game right now because there hasn't been much hockey played. A lot of scuffles. Peoria maintains possession down into the offensive zone. Here's number 5, Cameron Strawn, fires that goal. Back out to Jurgens. Flips it around the boards. And Strawn's gonna keep it in. No, he can't, this gets by him. Jurgens able to go recover with Heimlich and Strawn in tow. Heimlich crosses the blue line. Can they keep it? Jurgens keeps it in and Schmidt deflects it away with the stick. Under 30 to go in the power play. Leafs holding up for now. Heimlich. Can he poke it out? He does. He gets it. Flick towards the net. Nice deflection by Ingles. Heimlich again on the corner. Heimlich to goal and Schmidt with the save. Schmidt is doing everything he can to keep the Leafs in this one. And we're back to 5-on-5. Tell you what, a lot of chances there for the junior Mustangs on the power play. Have to be happy with that, but Ryan Schmidt, the goalkeeper for the goaltender for the Leafs, really doing what he can. Save after save. 15 shots on goal so far for Peoria. Marshall. Quinn Andrews back in the game now. Back to Hassan. He flips it towards the net. A couple sticks out there. Can they get it? Peoria tries to keep it in, and they do for now. This one's out of the zone, and they'll have to recover. Leafs just trying to get a foothold on the offensive end, and they aren't able right now. Back we go. Offside, Quinn Andrews. Tell you what, you would not be able to tell that this game potentially doesn't have playoff implications.
No, absolutely not. This has been some of the highest intensity play that we've seen this weekend. I don't necessarily think that's going to cool off here in the next few minutes.
More hits down here. That was Daniel Day taking one. Leafs throw it at the net, blocked by Day. And Peoria back up the ice. That's a good pass. Oh, to the middle. Jurgens couldn't get his stick on it enough. Good last-ditch defense work, number 5, Landon Congio. And icing will stop this. Fifteen shots on goal for Peoria, 9 for the Leafs so far. 2:16 until that halfway point of this second period. We get our longest break. Leafs now looking to make a mark on the offensive end. That was Jake Young with the backhander. Flew over the goal and now cleared. Oh, and another big hit. 2017 with a hit. Oh. Taylor hit another big hit. These teams are throwing their body around. Hunter Bivens laid into him.
This is turning into some physicality and friendly fire at the same time in a couple different places recently, Campbell.
You look up, you see 3 hits, you can't even keep up with them. Andrews and Bivin on the faceoff. Pushed down to the corner. Marshall now has it behind the net. Can he find someone? Hits Heimlich. Back to Hassan. Fires it back into Andrews. Andrews makes a nice move. Under a minute now until we get a break in this second period. Number 2 for the Leafs. Wins possession and fires a shot just high. That was Anthony Novelli. Leafs are starting to get their chances. Another stoppage, 34 seconds remaining before our midpoint of the second period. Brandon Petty on the faceoff for the Leafs in his own zone. Well, we knew this was going to be a defensive battle coming into this one, and it's certainly proving that. 1-0 Peoria leading. that'll do it, folks. We are at our midpoint break of this second period. Stick around for what's sure to be some entertaining playoff hockey action coming up after this break here on the Sports Broadcast Solutions Network.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. SBS offers live telecasts on Channel 59.3, YouTube, or Twitch. We include pre- and post-game interviews with the players.
You know, I started in the locker room. All the boys were getting going before the game and stuff, and we kind of found a little click at the beginning of the game, so I think that's what got us going.
We also include digital live statistics, play-by-play commentary, team highlight reels, and even more than that. Go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com or search Sports Broadcast Solutions on YouTube. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. At SBS, we offer a professional broadcasting experience for the non-professional athlete. Just like the pros, we offer everything for you. Play-by-play commentary.
A no-hitter at Kane County Stadium. 15 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 error, and that's it.
Color commentary, highlight reels, recruiting videos, and much, much more. Unlike our competitors, we zoom in on the action and always have a live scoreboard with a live time code. If you're ready to have your next sporting event feel like CBS Sports, then make sure to call Sports Broadcast Solutions today. Our phone number is 330-957-7653, or you can go online to sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the post-game show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith, but my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services, we got this. In addition, we put together highlight reels for teams, including high school, your club team, or travel team.
My teammate gave me a great pass, and I just took it. The other team slashed me, took the opportunity, saw where the goalie was weak, and I just shot it there.
Solon, O'Connor, and Marsh back on defense, and Marsh gets a blowout. We got a breakaway at 2-0. A shot, and a goal! So 3-3. The power play was officially over.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you who would like to broadcast or live stream your event, or maybe make a highlight tape but would like a sponsor to fund the event, SBS has a myriad of ways to advertise your sponsor during our broadcasts. We have commercials. We have on-air reads by the announcers.
Albatross Physical Therapy and Wellness specializes in pain-free.
We have graphics, and we have watermarks. Finally, Sports Broadcast Solutions can create a commercial for you or your sponsor. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. We broadcast sporting events for people of all ages, including adult leagues, high school leagues, and kids. Complete with professional-looking graphics, broadcasters, color analysis, and commercials. We do pre- and post-game interviews with the players. In addition, Sports Broadcast Solutions does highlight films, including college recruiting reels, highlight films you'd see on sports news programs, and just simply highlight films for fun. Sports Broadcast Solutions also provides raw footage and live streams if you'd like. Subscribe to us and listen to our professional talk videos about relevant topics in the pro and college ranks. Whatever your sports broadcast needs, contact us at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
Welcome back to Romeoville, Illinois, where you see the beautiful scenic sights of the Zamboni transversing the sheet of ice here in the middle of Canlan Sports Center. We are 25 and a half minutes away from the end of our night, but it figures to be a very eventful 25 and a half minutes, with Peoria holding a 1-0 lead on the Leafs in what was a very chippy, contentious, and defense-heavy first half. Again, we say first half because this is the break in the middle of the second period. They are resurfacing the ice, and then we'll have the final 8.5 minutes of period 2 and the remaining 17 minutes, of course, of period 3. Our championship fields are just about set for tomorrow for the 3 games that we'll be broadcasting here from Romeoville. At 10 a.m. be the U15-16 Red 1 championship game between the Sting and the Ice Hawks. At 12:15 will be puck drop for the 15-16 Red 2 game between the Sting and Rockford. And now that bracket 1 is complete, we know that Rockford officially will be the home team when it comes to the 2:30 p.m. game tomorrow. So these are the final standings you see on your screen in the U18 Red 1 first bracket. Rockford with the dramatic victory over the Midwest Blackbirds clinches their spot in the title game. Rockford, of course, the top seed coming in, 47 points in the regular season, topped Peoria by 5 for the number 1 spot in the table. And they'll put that 23-2 regular season record, 26-2 total overall record on the line tomorrow against, in all likelihood, Afton. Afton has clinched the tiebreakers and will emerge victorious in this pool no matter what, barring some highly unusual occurrence or decision later this evening. So we can safely assume it will be Rockford and Afton in the championship game tomorrow, Afton coming out of bracket 2. Taking a look here at the rest of bracket 1, the way these teams are seeded, for those who are not super familiar with this playoff schedule, there's 14 teams in the league. The top 8 make the playoffs. Since it is an 8-team playoffs, they're put in 2 brackets, 2 pools of 4. The 1, 4, 5, and 8 seeds go in that first bracket. That was Rockford, the first seed. The Blackbirds were the 4th seed. The Jaguars 5th, and the Comets 8th. Rockford took some late second dramatics, certainly, to pull out a victory over the Blackbirds, but they did so, and the number 1 seed will be playing in the championship. Jaguars and Comets played this evening's game to a draw, Each will go home with 1 point. And if we take a look now at bracket 2, this one, of course, very much a work in progress, but Afton, for all intents and purposes, has clinched a spot in the title game tomorrow. They carry 4 points into this evening's games, and while they do currently lead their game, they also hold the tiebreakers over both the Leafs and Peoria. The Timberwolves hoping they can at least pick up a point in their game against Afton, which is going on as we speak, and we'll show you the score in a quick look in here. And take a look at the 6 games of pool play here in the second bracket. For those who may have forgotten, the Leafs top the Timberwolves and Afton top Peoria, both by the score of 5-1 on Thursday and Friday evenings. Peoria came back in dramatic fashion and trounced the Timberwolves this morning 8-0. Afton with a much narrower victory against the Leafs. And Peoria in this one up 1-0 at the half. Afton leading the Timberwolves 2-1. Wolves doing a nice job hanging in there with the number 3 overall seed in the league. The nets are being replaced. The players are exiting the locker rooms. Hopefully had a little bit of time to cool off and put together a game plan for our last 25.5 minutes of play. We'll step aside, and Campbell Rico will bring you the play-by-play call of the second half of the second period after this break. You're watching the CSDHL playoffs on Sports Broadcast Solutions Network.
Home is more than a place. It's full of the people and moments that matter most. Providing for loved ones, expanding your horizons, or simply living the life you love. With all you have to protect, choose insurance you can count on so you can experience more of what you live for. Country Financial. Experience more.
When you fire up Big Ten Plus, you get more game, non-stop, around the clock. More live games you won't see anywhere else. More access to your team, wherever you want, 24/7. More stories.
Unstoppable.
More highlights.
Wow.
More big-time playmakers. Plus, catch up to 4 games at once, so you'll never miss more shots, spikes, and scores. Download the Big Ten Plus app today. It's always game on.
Sure, my family loves me. They bought me this sweet new collar. My dog bowl is always full of Fido's finest. Heck, they even take care of the personal stuff on my walk. Come on, who does that? But what really sealed the deal for me was when they installed a security system from Forest Security. Hey, I'm no watchdog, you know? Forest Security offers the latest in technology and security for our home. Yeah.
Welcome back into Cantlin Ice Rink here in Romeoville, Illinois. I'm Campbell Rico. That was Tommy Gilbert you heard on the halftime updates. We are back with the second half of the second period for the Peoria Junior Mustangs and the West Dundee Leafs. Peoria leading this one 1-0. It's been chippy. It's been physical. A lot of stoppages. And Peoria on the front foot to start this end of the second period, and another big hit. Hunter Bevins has taken a few of those today. Teeny really laying the wood for Peoria. This game, if you missed it, first period, first half of the second period, a lot of stoppages, a lot of penalties, a lot of chippiness, especially around the goals. Quinn Andrews, great pass to the center, and this one, another stop. Ryan Schmidt has been doing everything he can in goal to keep the Leafs in this game, and there's another shot and save. That was Heimlich with the shot. Leafs now take it up. And number 14, Niall Hassan getting in the way there on defense to stop that break. Shot misses to the left from Matsis. And this one finds the back of the net out of nowhere. From the wing. You're kidding. Busby Thomas Busby with a goal to even this one for the Leafs. Not a great angle. He took it anyway, and it snuck past Colin Revy. And just like that, we are all tied up in Romeoville, 1-1. Again, reminding you, these are the CSDHL playoffs coming to you live on the Sports Broadcast Solutions Network. Final game of pool play for both of these teams. They both sit at 1-1 in pool play. It's a goal scorer, Thomas Busby, trying to clear, can't get it out of his zone. Taylor rips it back in. And just like that, the Leafs really making this one interesting. Sometimes what they say, just gotta put pucks on net and see what happens, and there's another one fired by. Caden Schubert hits the ice hard. Barely enough time to catch your breath as we're back underway in this second half of the second period. There's a shot deflected off Englert. Hassan tries to keep it in and does. Flicks it towards that, it's ricocheted off. Back up by Lutz. Sattler looking in the middle, and they can't quite get his stick fully on it. Lutz now has it. In the corner, some nice stick work. The Leafs come out of the locker room firing. Now in front of the net. This one flies high. It's been all Leafs since we've been back in action.
Yeah, Campbell, that's exactly what you want to see from two teams that had a lot of frustration to get out clearly in the first half of this game. Come out and played pretty clean and really intense hockey here in the last 4 minutes and 14 seconds since we resumed play after the cleaning of the ice. It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Skylar Toker's on the faceoff. Trying to keep it in the zone. This one flips up, and Peoria is able to clear now.
Did I just open my mouth and say that a minute ago? Did I say clean hockey?
If we've learned anything, we have jinxed many a thing this weekend throughout all these hockey games. And yes, first penalty since we've been back from break. It is Skylar Toker is heading to the penalty box. It'll be a power play for Peoria. And yeah, Tommy, it was really firing around hockey, and then just like that, things got chippy, pushing and shoving, and we are back in penalty.
Peoria, for those of you maybe turned in late, powerful offense. Power play not their strongest unit, 18% on the year to 6 goals and 33 attempts.
2 in the penalty box now. But it'll still be a 5-on-4. Jurgens, top of the key. Back to Jurgens. Flips it, Marshall's in front. Can he get a stick on it? Looks like the goal got dislodged and the referee stopped it with 1:38 left in the power play. Peoria stays on the attack. Heimlich now. Flips it towards net, ricochets off. Andrews tries a little no-look to Heimlich. Now back to Jurgen to the top, playing point. And they clear. Back into the offensive zone they go. Heimlich. Cleared once more by the Leafs. We tick under a minute to go in the penalty. Mazaris is in now, in front of the net. Anthony Wagner with that shot. Ryan Schmidt getting anything he can in the way of this onslaught. Mazar is back up top. Teeny fires at the net. Bodies flying everywhere. Ref stopping it once more. 32 seconds remaining in the power play. In the crease, called. Teeny flips it in. Mazzaro's doing what he can on the edge over here. Strawn as well. Here's a chance. Ingles and Green fighting for it. The Leafs trying to clear, and they do now. And that'll be a penalty kill. And the shot right off the penalty. Good save there by Colin Reby. Last ditch defending. That was Nathan Gamuccio. Peoria dominating possession right now. Quinn Andrews deep in the corner, trying to dig it out. Leafs get it, and they'll push forward. That's Lutz chasing after it. Oh, and now a 2-on-1. Peoria! Logan Heimlich puts Peoria back on top right before the end of the second period.
And there is that answer back from a great Mustang offense. You kind of had the feeling the Leafs had a lot of the momentum coming out of the break, able to get that goal just a couple minutes into essentially the second half of the game. And all of a sudden, 40 seconds away from heading into the third period tied, the Mustangs now once again have the lead and feel like they've snatched a lot of that momentum back.
You're exactly right. Leafs really came out firing from the stoppage in the second period. But yeah, right before the end of the third, Peoria able to get their lead back. We'll see if the Leafs can fight back once more. And here they are right in front of the net, but it's cleared by Peoria. .16 remaining in the second period. It feels like it's been a long game today with all the stoppages, all the scuffles. But now I think we're going to get some good action in this third period. Rebbe able to cover, 7.5 to go. Tell you what, both goaltenders have been quality today. Rebbe's a lot of saves, and same for Ryan Schmidt. I know 2 have gotten in, but he's done what he could against these 23 shots against them. And that'll do it for the second period here in Romeoville. Stick around, Leafs Peoria, third period coming up on the Sports Broadcast Solutions Network.
When you fire up Big Ten more game, non-stop, around the clock. More live games you won't see anywhere else. More access to your team, wherever you want, 24/7. More stories.
Unstoppable.
More highlights. More big-time playmakers. Plus, catch up to 4 games at once so you'll never miss more shots, spikes, and scores. Download the Big Ten Plus app today. It's always game on.
Before you know it, you'll know my name and how to pronounce it.
You'll know the meaning of ขอบคุณค่ะ
Before you know it, you'll call me son.
You call me daughter.
You call me brother.
You call us sisters.
Your family will make a difference in how America is perceived and what America stands for.
And we invite you to welcome an exchange student like me to your home and your family.
For over 70 years, AFS USA has brought exchange students from around the world to study in the U.S. and live with an American family for a school year, semester, or 6 to 12 weeks. Before you know it, you'll be a proud AFS host family. Visit afsusa.org.
Welcome back into Sports Broadcast Solutions presentation of the CSDHL playoffs. Got a great one for you. Third period starting between Peoria Junior Mustangs and West Dundee Leafs. The Mustangs lead 2-1 and are back on the offensive. This one flies out, but I'll tell you what, we have been in for a treat all weekend, but really this game too. Very physical, fast game, back and forth. Both teams playing great defense. Peoria scored right at the end of the second period to get a 2-1 lead heading into this final period. I'm Campbell Rico, joined alongside by Tommy Gilbert. Love calling this one for you as the Leafs back on the offensive end. And another good save by Rebbe. Both of these teams 1-1 in pool play. Peoria in the gray and light blue. West Dundee in the black and royal. Taylor into the offensive end. Poke checked away. They'll take it once more. Has 2 in front of the net. Ryan Schmidt on the ground, doing what he can to keep it out. And this one finds the back of the sketchy for the Leafs for a second with the puck just clattering around. Let's see, it looks like it was number 15, Landon Green, who'll get credited with that one.
Yeah, it was one of the rare goals where it's really hard to tell if it was actually in from here, and not because it barely squeaked over the line or something like that, just because of all the commotion in front of the box.
Ref was right on top of it to call that goal. Again, Landon Green gives Peoria a 3-1 lead with 15 minutes remaining in the third period. See if the Leafs keep their heads up even with this 2-goal disadvantage. Day chasing after, can't get there, it'll be another stoppage.
Just across the way from us on rink number 1, it is Afton now leading the Timberwolves 5-2. So that should put any lingering doubts, of which there were really none, to rest. It'll be Afton at Rockford for the championship tomorrow, but a whole lot still to be settled here on the ice for sure.
It's a great update, Tommy. Yeah, I mean, the Rockford team we saw earlier, high quality, really fast, dangerous team in that championship, and then Afton, of course, winning this pool with that lead over the Timberwolves. It looks like they'll win this pool at least. And a Heimlich has some net to aim at. Schmidt keeps it out. Quinn Andrews back up the ice. Does he go for goal? He does, and he finds the net. 4-1 Peoria. Quinn Andrews.
Now, we talked about in that very last minute of the second period, it felt like the Mustangs had kind of snatched all the momentum back. And while that can be highly overrated a lot of times in sports, I think you could almost feel the air go back into the Mustang balloon a little bit there in the last 40 seconds. And this first 3 minutes of the third period has been something.
All Peoria as this game rounds into its final form in the third period. Again, as we said, both teams played a lot of hockey this weekend. Oh, there's a good chance for the Leafs. I think that was Bivens right in front of the net who got a stick to it. We go back the other way to Peoria. Leafs still pushing hard, even with this 4-1 disadvantage. Skating around the net. Tell you what, Peoria has a lot of speed as they come up the ice. That was Hassan. 1-on-3 break for the Leafs, nothing coming.
They really do, and that's one of the things I really think shines through in their defense too, is that they're so fast that it's hard to get a breakaway. It's hard to get a really open shot against this Peoria back line.
Players looking pretty tired. I'm seeing some hands on the knees right now. Well-earned fatigue from both these teams. Busby, your goal scorer today for the Leafs. Goal scorers today for Peoria Junior Mustangs. Quinn Andrews, Landon Green, Logan Heimlich, and Logan Marshall. Busby takes it up across, and this is fired off the glass. A few people ducking on that. Ingles. Shot on goal and saved by Ryan Schmidt. Had a little bit of net to look at there, did Ingles, but Schmidt quickly covered it up. Quinn Andrews once more fires on goal. Schmidt another save, but that's 28 shots on goal now for Peoria.
And a good chunk of those have come here in about the last 6 minutes of play.
Andrews open in front of the net. Leafs lucky to get away from that. Colin Rebbe covers, and it'll stay down here in the Leafs end. Back to Sattler. Fires at the net just high. Quinn Andrews, feel like he's been on the ice all night up to Heimlich. This line's been dangerous. Andrews! In the back of the net, Andrews once more, his second of the game. Peoria saying we're going to end the season on a high note. 2 for Andrews. That line of Andrews, Heimlich, I think it's Marshall, has been dangerous, especially dangerous here. Late second period, early third period.
And if it stays something like this, Cam, it's certainly going to be one of those games where the final score does not really tell the story of the game. I mean, not that the Leafs couldn't come back, they got plenty of firepower, but we're also 1 goal away from a running clock. And this game has in no way, by no definition, been a blowout.
And just like that, number 32, Hunter Bivens, finds the net and gets the Leafs just a little bit of pressing pause on all that momentum for Peoria. A little bit of life back in this game. So Bivens with a quick goal there with 11:10 to go in this third period.
So as we were saying, not remotely a blowout. And I would not be surprised the way tonight has gone if the Leafs have another answer or two in them here. I don't think this is quite over yet.
Well, you're absolutely right that 5-1, which what the score was, 5-2 now, does not tell the whole story. And just like that, number 17, Frankie Hungerford. The bench erupts for Hungerford's goal. Frankie Hungerford makes it 6-2. 11 to go in the third period. And the junior Mustang bench loved it. And there'll be a penalty on 55, looks like a high stick. That'll be Schubert into the penalty box. Jacob Schubert. And so with the 6-2 lead, Peoria now goes on the power play. Push to the front of the net, and that's in! Marshall! Logan Marshall gets his second of the game. And that's Ethan Krajewski in at goal now for the Leafs. Ethan Krajewski. And Logan Marshall, 2 goals now.
My goodness. And just like that, we are going to have a running clock, at least for now. Do you give it 30 seconds before the Leafs score again?
If that.
The way this has gone in the last 2 minutes.
It was 1-0 for the longest time in this game. Now 7-2. I wouldn't believe it if I couldn't see it.
This is a defensive battle throughout, almost the entire game, really, until the last 10, 12 minutes here, maybe. I mean, let's keep in mind here, we are 6.5 minutes into the third period, and it was 2-1 at the second intermission. It is now 7-2.
How's our math skills?
I don't know.
6 goals. 6 goals thus far in this third period. Still 10 minutes to go. 92, Jake Young. Looks over for Brandon Petty. Back to Young behind the net. Griffin Pucci. Puck caroms around the boards. Landon Conkiao trying to make something happen. Line changes for both teams. Flicked on that and blocked by number 15. A great block there. Landon Green, who has a goal today. And a good save by Krajewski. Getting chippy again here late. Clock is running. And it looks like it'll be another power play for Peoria. Feels like one after another. Schubert back in the penalty box. That's Caden Schubert now. Back in the penalty box. Junior Mustangs on the power play, up 7-2, 8 to go in this third period.
Yeah, Campbell, plenty of confusion down there on the ice as to when the clock was supposed to be running and when was it not. I think the Peoria bench had to remind the timers that it was a running clock, and then the penalty had been called, which means the clock should have, in theory, been stopped. So then the clock stopped, started. We kept up with it up here eventually, but that's what was going on down there. It was about 4 different discussions about when the clock should run, which, if you think about it, slightly defeats the purpose of the running clock.
They're really putting you to the test here. Man in the controls. Peoria have 40 seconds on this power play. Ingles fires at the net. Krajewski with the save. Andrews to Ingles. Ingles fires it in. Andrews recovers. Over to Teeny. Back to Ingles. Plenty of space to shoot, and a great block, flying block. That's number 9, not right. We'll see who that was. It was a great block. And penalty over with. Now we're back to 5-on-5. Schubert out of the penalty box and shooting on net. Good save there by Rebbe. Taking under 5.5 to go in this third period. 33 shots on goal for Peoria. This offense has been explosive. 7 goals. Young saves it, fires to the net. Tell you what, really crisp passing from Peoria. There's Hungerford, he has a goal today. Teams make a line change as we tick down towards the end of this third period. Puck finds Busby, who has a goal today, fires on that just high. Another stoppage here by the refs. Let's see the call. Will be another penalty on the Leafs. This is 24. Anthony Wagner going to the penalty box. Another power play upcoming for Peoria. Tell you what, I'm not sure what the power play record is. We're probably not close to it, but there's been a lot for Peoria today. Jurgens, top of the key. Send it down ice. Let's see if these teams want to go out with a bang. One more shot on their season. This is a final game, what seems to be for both teams. Let's see if there's any magic left. set up ice. Have a shot here. Oh, just off the side of the net by Schubert. Jurgens fires that net in a last-second save by Krajewski, and the net comes undone once more. That'll take us to the end of this power play as well. So I'm assuming it'll be Rockford versus Afton in the championship tomorrow.
And don't forget all the championship action from across the 3 sites we've been at today can be seen on the Sports Broadcast Solutions YouTube channel. Check them all out. The thumbnails and previews are there now. They'll be updated with the team names at some point once those are all finalized, and we look forward to a great day of action tomorrow on the SBS channel.
There's Rebby with one more save for good measure. One last line change for the Junior Mustangs. And that will do it. No puck drop, nothing. Let the clock tick out. Peoria Junior Mustangs win this one 7-2 over a strong West Dundee Leafs team. Final game of pool play in this playoff bracket. And what a game it was. Goals today, 2 from Quinn Andrews, 2 from Logan Marshall, 1 from Frankie Hungerford, 1 from Logan Heimlich, and 1 from Landon Green. Scorers for the Leafs today, Thomas Busby and Hunter Bivens. Thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate you listening in here on the Sports Broadcast Solutions Network. I'm Campbell Rico, joined alongside by Tommy Gilbert. Appreciate everyone listening in, and join us for the next games tomorrow.